man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
My buddy. Did you ever hear that? Did you ever hear that commercial for the kids' toy? My buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. No?
Nope.
That's probably a little bit before your time.
Probably back from the 1800s, yeah. Or a little in your time.
Well, they didn't have TV in the 1800s.
Yeah, you would know.
I only would know because...
You walked into that one in your face.
They didn't have...
In your face. In your face. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, of course you would. You just kind of walked in.
Well, I know because it's the 1800s and they didn't have TV in the 1800s. Yeah, you would know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you would know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, it's pretty funny. So do whatever you want. It helps you feel better about it.
Listen, you know what helps me feel better about it?
You're going to flip me off?
That.
Yeah. With your age, it took you a little while to get to that point.
I'm a little arthritic today.
Yeah, that was looked like you had a stroke midway through. Like you looked at your hands like you didn't know what to do for a second, and then your brain turned back on.
Yeah, you had your one funny joke of the day early.
Nah, I had a couple good ones. Couple good ones.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hey Man. I'm Josh.
I'm Jacob.
Hey man.
Hello.
First of all, let me just say, last weekend in Richmond and in Virginia Beach, outstanding.
Super fun.
Outstanding.
Super fun.
I just want to say, for anybody, again, who is listening and watching, who hasn't come out to one of our shows, come join the party. These shows are a straight up party, everybody. It's not, we are putting on shows that nobody else is doing. Between the stand-up and the music and the Q&A and the audience interaction, it's like coming to a legit show. No two shows are the same. So
especially not the mushroom show.
No. And guys, only 2 weeks in June. So we got this week off, but we're going to be in Albany with Lee Syatt.
Like Hyatt.
Is it the 9th and 10th?
I think it's the 13th and 14th.
Correct. It's 13th and 14th.
I think the 9th and 10th is this weekend.
In Albany, that's 6th and 7th. Yeah. Albany is the 13th and 14th. Mm-hmm. So only 2 nights. We're not going to do it Thursday. So only 4 shows. But people in Albany, New York, I haven't been there in a long time.
I've never been.
Got some amazing surprises for you that we're going to do to have a little extra fun that weekend. So Albany, and the weekend after that in Louisville. And we're going to do a little after party on Friday night after the mushroom show. You remember Kat, our neighbor, front house neighbor?
Yeah.
She is in Louisville, and we're doing.
Oh, wait, she came to that? No, wait.
She came to a show in Austin.
Oh,
but she lives in Louisville now, and she works at like a gaming place.
Define gaming.
I believe gambling gaming.
Oh,
that we're going to after the show, after the mushroom show on Friday.
Okay.
And you know who's coming? Who I can't wait to see is Sandy Danto.
Oh, hell yeah!
So amazing shows, and then I'm taking all of July off,
except the last weekend.
Yep. We'll be in Naples, and then we're back at it in August. But so if you want to come see us this summer, you got 2 chances: Albany and Louisville. Besides that, guys,
August this summer.
Yeah. My special 4 stories hit 1 million views. I take for granted that all my specials are over 1 million views.
For real?
Even the special, Here for the Fun.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of messed around with that one.
Right.
The Father of the Year is at like 11 or 12 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Here for the Fun was at 2.7 million. And just to kind of mess with the algorithm and see what happened, I took it down and I put it back up and it's at 1 million.
Interesting.
Just to see, and it did. It reignited. It felt like a new special, and the algorithm pumped it out. And I have no ego as far as I need to see 3.7 million views. I just did it.
Specific number.
Because it was 2.7 when I took it down, and it's at 1 right now.
Got it.
Right.
I was gonna say, I was like, seems like a really
so we hit 1 million for Here for the Fun, and the Campfire special, which I just saw basically a final cut for, is.
How do I look?
You look great, dude.
Perfect.
But do you know what I just realized? I'm wearing a camo jacket and a black hat just like in the here for the fun.
I mean, you do have a certain style.
Yeah, I do.
But like, if you look at most comics, like there are certain comics you look at certain specials there, and then you go see them live, they're wearing the same fucking thing.
I just gotta say, and I think you wear what you want to wear on your special. I just saw Mateo Lane's special. By the way, if you haven't seen that on Netflix, it's so good, dude. You should watch Mateo Lane's special.
You said Netflix?
Yeah, he may be the single most likable person.
I don't even know who that
Oh,
is.
dude, I watched it. I'm like, and I sent him a DM. I'm like, congratulations on me. And he wore shorts. He looked great. It was perfect for him.
Did he have good likes to wear shorts?
Mateo is in exceptional shape.
Great.
Exceptional
He's
shape.
got a
But he looked great. Can I tell you the only outfit I've ever questioned anyone wearing on a special?
Yeah.
Dude, the Rogan's last special, which I think was better than people gave it credit for. But the shirt he wore that showed the boob sweat was rough sauce.
Yeah, he wore a yellow shirt.
No, I'm not sure it was yellow, but it was sheen, and it looked like something an Armenian would wear to a nightclub in Glendale. It was like real Russian chic New York City nightclub. It just was like the man boob sweat was a tough look.
Yeah.
Tough look. I would have maybe given that a run through.
You gotta tell him, but who's telling Joe not to wear what he wants to wear?
Yeah, dude, you can wear and again, you can wear whatever the fuck you want, dude. And I think the most important thing, I think the comedy was better than people gave it credit for. But yeah, man. But here we are, me and you. I got back from LA yesterday.
Yep. I watched Indiana last night.
I have to tell you, I come back from Los Angeles mentally refreshed and reinvigorated in a way I have never felt that way coming back from LA in my life.
Yeah, I haven't felt that way the last couple of times I've been there.
Can I tell you something that happened last night? First of all, going and seeing family is always good. And,
Yep.
and I was at my niece's graduation, 5th grade graduation. Boy, that is a rough 3 hours when you have to pretend you care about other people's kids.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
that's why you sit in the back.
dude, they were reading all the names, and I was like, "Who gives a fuck?"
Especially because we're a wolf. We're at the end.
Jeez, dude.
That's the thing. It's why you sit in the back and then you go away for a little while, and then when you get to the
Why were we there for 3 hours?
100%.
Why were we there for 5th grade? Why am I there? Why am I there for 3 hours?
Dude, what about those Milliken graduations?
Those were brutal, bro.
700 kids.
It really those elementary school graduations and middle school graduations will make you really dislike other people's children.
For no reason, too.
Yeah, no, it's not their fault.
It's really not their fault. It's not their fault that we're just W and we're at the bottom.
No, it's not just that, dude. Nobody's leaving early once they're kid, but the graduations need to be quicker. It's 5th grade. They're not graduating from MIT.
You
and
should just do it by
curing
class.
cancer. Let's just hand them out. Yeah. I think the reading of the names is important. I do, because everybody wants their moment, but I do not think that there needs to be so many speeches and
No, they're going to middle school.
Yeah,
they don't
come
know
on. Let's
anything.
just read it. Dude, your elementary school graduation at Carpenter was, I think, 27 minutes. And then we went and had Studio City yogurt.
Great.
It was great.
Sounds awesome.
But that was great. Seeing my parents was great. Seeing my brothers was great. We're great. But last night at the Comedy Store, dude, let me just say this and then let's get into it.
All right, I have a video I want to show you.
Yeah. So I think I have never. I did at the goddamn Comedy Jam play guitar once, but that was specific. I've never played guitar in LA.
Like you do at the shows that we do.
Never.
Right.
And it's always been, if I'm being honest, comics are petty, and I know, they talk shit about each other, and I know what people say about guitar acts and all that stuff. And I've always, looking back on it, cared too much about what my peers have thought about me. Okay. Not so much about what other people outside of my peers, but I've always cared, admittedly, too much about what my peers have thought about me. And so because of that, I've never brought, especially to the Comedy Store, like the hallowed grounds, I've never brought the guitar.
Mm-mm.
And last night I had just a real, I was a little nervous, dude. I never get nervous going on stage. I was a little nervous. I brought the guitar in and I was so welcomed by everybody there. And it went so well. And I really, because I was like, dude, this is me. Who gives a fuck? Go do what you do, man. You know how much people like the music I know how much people like the music on the road. I'm not just a guitar act. I do 50 to an hour of stand-up up front. And so I did what I did on the road. I did about half stand-up, half music, and it was fucking great.
How much? Sorry.
And let me just, it is just I can't believe I'm this old and I keep getting life lessons. So to anyone listening and hearing this and need to hear this, be you, dude. People are going to judge you no matter what you do. You're being judged. So you might as well be judged for things that you like to do. You might as well, dude. They're going to judge. If you try to pick something that you don't like to do to appease this group, another group's going to judge you.
Yeah.
So you might as well get judged for what you like to do, who you like to be, who you like to hang out with, what your ideas and views are. And so it was like I come back today so mentally refreshed and like I got recharged in a way that I didn't think LA could do that. And so I'm psyched to be here.
Cool. That's fun. I'm glad you had a good time and an eye-opening thing at the store. One life lesson you haven't learned is to throw away that fucking hat, though.
You hate this hat. Every
time you wear it, I'm going to point it out because I fucking hate it.
The
It's
only
terrible.
time I wear it is around you, you know.
I know. And I need the internet. Actually, no, because the internet tells you that they hate it. You're going to wear it even more.
Let's ask. You know what? I'll tell you what. This is once and for all. We will leave it up and we'll make a clip. We'll leave it up to our people. Yay or nay on this hat. Whichever gets the most votes. I'll count the YouTube comments. So you guys watching YouTube, yay or nay on this hat. Go ahead and make your pitch. Why should people say nay?
All I'm going to say is take a look at it. That's it. That's my pitch. I don't have anything else to say. Take a look at that hat. It looks like it is
fire hat.
Dude, it is June. It looks like a pride American flag wolf. It's really
Thank you.
No, it's not good. It's not good.
I'm on board for pride. I am on board for America, and I am on board for wolves.
Sure, I'm on board for all three of those.
Dude,
I said this is the hill I'll die on because this is a joke I'll always make when it comes to this hat.
Yeah.
It looks like the tattoo a girl gets coming back from her first weekend at Coachella and doing drugs and saying, I had an eye-opening experience in the desert. This is the tattoo they get.
Pro Coachella, pro drugs. Win.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I will bet you right now, how much you want to bet that this gets more yays than nays? $20?
There's no. I'll bet $20 again. Absolutely. There's no way that hat.
Oh, what do you got?
I'm just gonna hold it.
You can't hold it for as long as me.
Last time we did this, you got hurt.
Oh, that's starting to hurt. Don't do two hands. Don't do two hands. Don't do two hands. Yeah. I know you get tired. You know why? Because this dude's got some old man strength.
Yeah, last time we did that, it was quicker, so I got over it.
Yeah, that's you quitting because I am stronger.
I got tired.
Just say I'm stronger.
I mean, obviously you're stronger. That's not really I'm not fighting.
That wasn't as easy. That was.
I'm not fighting that.
That
when have I ever denied that?
We went through a little time there where I was definitely not strong.
What?
When I was 140 pounds and living in Nashville, dude, I get down to 138 pounds in Nashville.
I wasn't working out though. 138. Holy shit.
I was sick, dude. I was sick. I could not. Yeah, I was withering away. Your mom, and that wasn't close, but it was closer than she wanted it to be. Your mom was like, I better never be heavier than you.
That's funny.
Yeah, she was like, if I get heavier than you, you are going to have to do something about it. I'm like, well, maybe you should eat a salad. No, I didn't say. I've been married long enough. I could say that. No, probably not. Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know how you dig yourself out of this one. So,
Well, I'm not. I don't feel like I've dug a hole. Your mom and I say ridiculous shit to each other.
yeah,
Do you?
she's not here.
Do you guys say? And she doesn't listen to this. So
Exactly.
we're
So
in good shape.
it doesn't count.
Yeah. Do you and Maaan say ridiculous shit to each other?
Yeah, she says it more to me, which I'm fine with. Like I have no, but she likes to remind me that I'm almost 30.
You are.
Yeah, she really like anytime something comes up or I don't remember something, she goes, "That's right, you're almost 30." And it's the same thing you do with mom, where you're
So amazing.
like I'm only 2 years older than her, and she's only a year older than you, and you always say, "No, that was your era. That was when you were in high school."
She hates that so
Yeah,
much.
it's really frustrating when she says, "Yeah, I forget you're almost 30." I'm like,
Yeah.
it's the fucking worst.
Anyways, when I was in Los Angeles yesterday to celebrate the 5th grade graduation with my brothers, we all cracked open a ice cold best day brew because none of us are drinkers, but we do like the taste of beer. And so if you like beer, man, this best day brew, I'm telling you guys, I tell you almost every week how good this beer is. And it's good without any of the bad stuff, which is also good. It has so many, I'm still an IPA dude, so that's the flavor I drink. But man, there's so many different flavors, and they have some good summer flavors. And the best day brew, and also, and I say this every week too, what I love the most about this company is it has not sold out to a bigger company. So it hasn't diluted any of the quality. It keeps quality control. And the people who work there, my buddy Pete who works there, these are good fucking people who are keeping the business small and the quality high. And Best Day Brew is the best non-alcoholic beer on the market, bar none, everybody. If you're looking for beer but don't want the booze, Best Day Brew.
Yeah.
What you got a video?
I have a video to show you. I'm not even gonna preface it by saying anything. We're gonna pull up this video. And that's it. That's all. I just want you to see.
And you want me to just react in real time?
Yeah. Can you throw this?
Do we need volume?
Yeah. Can you full screen it? Is it possible? Is there no full screen? Okay, cool. Yeah. Just so this is do you see? Okay. Do you see what his name is in the top right corner?
Nunchuck Taylor.
No, Tyler. Okay, great.
Tyler.
Yeah. Just go ahead and hit play, Matt.
I hope no one tries to attack a little old lady.
But I'm not a little old lady. I'm Nunchuck Tyler. Take this. Yeah, take this. Nunchuck Tyler is here to save the day with all of his nunchucks of fury. Nunchuck Tyler is using his nunchucks, gonna take you out like every day. Nunchuck Tyler.
Okay, this one he's like just starts hitting himself. He can't like even do it.
He's doing his nunchuck like every day. Woo! How many nunchucks does he have? Whoa! Oh! High five! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Get it! Yeah! Nunchuck Tyler.
So that's Nunchuck Tyler. I discovered him on Instagram.
How many videos does Nunchuck Tyler
Just
have?
go pick, Matt, just go click another one for us. Any of them. I don't really care. They're all.
Wait, is he serious? He's not a joke?
No, this is Nunchuck Tyler.
Yeah, what's up, my friends? Nunchuck Tyler here with more nunchuck madness with some of my nunchuck skills of fury. Oh yeah, nunchuck skills of fury and doom. Nunchuck skills are freaking awesome. Yeah, my nunchuck skills are getting mastered one day at a time. Nunchuck Tyler, becoming a master of the nunchuck. Oh, yes, he is. Yeah.
He's pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie.
One day, I will be a nunchuck master. If I'm not already becoming one. Oh, yeah. Swinging my nunchucks every way. Yeah.
I want to see the videos where
Love
he's
the
not
nunchucks,
good
so
yet,
I
and he
do
just
my
bangs
nunchucking
himself.
every
Here's the
day.
thing. I don't think I would get on
some
Instagram
nunchucking
and do
in.
nunchucks like this unless I was already good at nunchucks.
Peace out, my friends.
I liked that he stuck to the tune because it's like it's the morning walk with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's
I do like Nunchuck Tyler, saving the day,
Swinging his nunchucks
With
in every way.
Nunchuck Tyler saving the day, getting the. Why do you say doom?
Swinging his nunchucks, a fury and doom.
Yeah.
Will you go up to click his profile?
I can't believe he
Keep scroll-
only has 65,000
Keep
followers.
scrolling, keep scrolling. I just want to see if I can. Wait, go back up.
No. Let's see
No,
the first
no,
one.
no,
Let's see
no.
the first one.
I want to see the one with him and the fucking. It's another one of him faking being an old lady.
No. Let's see
Okay,
the first one because that's where he's the worst.
Dude, he's got so many videos.
Oh, dude, I want that T-shirt.
Nunchuck Tyler.
Wait, that T-shirt is kind of crazy.
Dude, he's done a bunch of shit. No, dude, he's got merch.
Oh, dude, this dude.
Dude, by the way, this is the people who are showing up to your shows.
I honestly thought it was Kid Rock at first.
It looks like Kid Rock and Joe Dirt.
Kid Rock Tyler. Nunchuck Tyler has merch?
Yeah,
Should we buy some Nunchuck Tyler merch?
maybe. I fucking love him, dude. Nunchuck Tyler's.
Oh, wait, that pose is pretty bad.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, one in the middle, right there.
No, the one on the side.
Oh,
there.
okay. The one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, no, but no, let's go down. Let's go down to the bottom. I want to see the first one where he's the worst.
But dude, who knows how many videos?
Holy
he has?
shit!
Dude, he's Nunchuck Tyler. All he does is nunchucks. What do you mean?
But I think he's got to get a. Here's my Nunchuck Tyler. Listen, dude, if you're listening, or you find this, my only suggestion is change it up a little bit.
Dude, I thought this was Jake Yarborough.
Okay, right. Do that one. That one there. Yeah. Let's see. 5 comments. If he has. Okay, here we go.
He was already pretty good.
Oh, he's slow motion Nunchuck Tyler. Yeah, but he's cleaned it up a little bit. He learned. He learned to maybe clean up the stuff off the ground.
Nunchuck Tyler. He found a brand. He's marketing himself.
Yep, he's got a song.
Yeah.
He has cleaned it up. He's in front of the Pink Floyd poster now. I don't think maybe he was good enough to sing and nunchuck. Anyway,
He hadn't reached his full form of Nunchuck Tyler yet.
let me ask you a question.
Okay, Matt, we're good.
If you had to pick Jacob Wolf,
I love Nunchuck
if
Tyler.
you had to pick, and sorry for people just listening who just had to hear that that was slow motion nunchuck in the background.
slow motion chucks.
If you had to pick, okay, nunchuck, samurai sword. What's the trident thing? The ding ding that the fight. If you had to
like a trident, like
no,
a
not
spear?
but it's just like when you hold it, like Elektra had in the Daredevil movies. Ding ding ding. Okay.
Oh, like
Ding 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 ding.
like just little daggers.
Nah. Okay, so if you had to pick nunchuck, sword, what other fighting besides gun?
We're talking hand-to-hand weapon.
Yeah. What other
So sword, nunchucks.
a mace.
Okay, so we're going medieval.
And pick one.
But then also, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I would also be down for like 2 small daggers.
Oh, really?
Because then you can be you can still you can use them both to block, but you can still move around. You're quick, and once you get inside, it's over. Pause. Resume. But I would probably go samurai sword or dual daggers.
Dual daggers.
Was my nickname in high school.
Hilarious.
What about you?
I love the idea of being able to sword it up.
I don't know if that sounded.
I like it, dude. I like a sword.
Yeah, I bet you do like a sword.
Yeah, I like to be able to sword it up, I think. In a robe. If I was going to sword, I'd need a
Still
robe.
talking about a samurai sword?
Yeah, no, but whatever sword. Sword with a robe is what I'm going for. I just got to have the outfit too. I want like a robe. I want to be able to pull 2 swords off my back. Fink, fink, fink. And sword it up. Clank, 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 clank. In the robe.
But like Deadpool?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not in that tight ass leather.
Why not?
I want to go robe.
Just stick out?
No, dude, not like a Hugh Hefner robe, like
Oh.
a monk robe. You know, like the flowy, not like a red smoking jacket.
Well, yeah, you just said robe, so I don't know what you were.
Yeah, not
referring-
like you
a
get-
bathrobe. That's
No,
what I
not like
thought
you
of.
walk out of the Four Seasons with a robe and 2
Like the one
swords.
the one that would be awesome though.
That would be
Actually, I'm
good.
not gonna lie.
Uh,
Just pulled them out of pillowcases.
Can I mention something real quick? And I don't talk about this shit in public. But before I came here today, I saw on the news, and man, that the administration is thinking about cutting making big cuts to the WIC program. And I just want to say, as somebody who was on the WIC program when I had young kids, and for those of you who don't know, WIC is it was initially for women, but that's what the W stands for. But it provides like fruits, vegetables, baby formula, milk
To parents who can't afford it.
Can't afford it. And I was on this program, man. And you know, I don't usually speak on things that I don't know anything about intimately or that I haven't been involved in, or I keep that kind of stuff, those opinions to myself. As somebody who benefited from this program, not forever, just for a period of time when I needed it. As somebody who benefited from this program, as somebody who got assistance, and I don't know where our family would have been without it. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to go on record as saying, you know, like this misnomer that people who get assistance are lazy, or, you know, there's somehow something wrong with them, is such horseshit. And the fact, and like that our government can't, the richest nation in the world can't help the people who live here, the citizens who live here, is so fucking ridiculous to me. You know, anybody who's going to be like, it would be, whenever I hear someone like, well, you need to get a job, eat my dick. I was a single dad with 3 kids who didn't have a skill set outside of stand-up where I could afford to live in America. And I had a roommate, everybody. Live in America, raise 3 kids. I couldn't pay for daycare. None of that shit, dude. And I needed help. And I got help. Again, not forever, just until I got up onto my feet. In the idea that we're cutting all these programs for people who families who need them, for mothers who need them, for fathers who need them, for kids who are in families who can't afford to give them 3 squares a day, is such shit. It's such shit that we have so many people in need in this country, and that somehow there is a large population who feel like those people can go fuck themselves and that they should just get their shit together, is crazy to me. Now, do I think anybody who is able-bodied and what should not work and just take assistance until their kids are grown? No. But I do think, and I do know, people can work full fucking time in this country, 40 hours, and not be able to afford their life, which is a problem. And if those people need help, we should give them fucking help. It is not a negative for your country to be able to help people in need.
Yeah.
It is such a positive. What a cool place to live. What a cool, and it shouldn't be selective. People in Flint, Michigan shouldn't still be worrying, however many years later, that they can't touch the water that comes out of their faucets. Yeah. The people who live in North Carolina still shouldn't be suffering from a hurricane or from floods that happened a year ago.
Yep.
Towns in Louisiana that were devastated from Katrina and that still haven't been rebuilt. It's so fucking crazy to me. We have so much money here. There are people with so much money here. When I see billionaires doing fundraisers, I don't know why that is such a pet peeve for me. Yo, dude, I without you giving, if you have billionaire plural B's and you're doing a fundraiser for, say, the California fires, this is my opinion, guys. And you can't spend $1 billion in your lifetime. What are you doing? And you're not, you say you have multiple B's and you're in the some people were in the 20 Bs. And you're not giving one of those Bs to one of these natural disasters where you yourself could make such a huge dent in the recovery. Fucking bananas to me. And one last thing. I across the board, I would say that about from Oprah to Elon Musk. 10 of these people could solve so many problems in this country without making a dent in their future or their total wealth.
Yep.
It's bananas to me. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, you should, billionaires can do, they can.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, this is not me saying that we should make laws. This is me saying, as a human, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I will also say, like, you can say the billionaires can do whatever they want, sure, but why defend him? What has a billionaire ever fucking done for you? Do you know what I mean? And also on that same note, the guy who we just talked about is also dismantling SNAP, which is food stamps.
Yeah, he's out. He's out of. I want to. The reason I'm not bringing up him or Doge is because if I'm in all transparency, I think most of the news that I watch is either center or center left, right?
Yep.
And so I don't think I get the full scope. There may be things that department has done that's been good that honestly the most of the outlets or the people that I follow don't cover. So I don't talk about it because I honestly don't feel like I have the full scope, right? I know that my news is slanted to make him and that department look terrible.
You don't need a slanted news to show that.
Oh, yeah. So that's why I don't talk about that much. And I hear you, and I know I have my own personal opinions about that. But I try not to, unless I've done as big a deep dive on the other side just to see, because I think you have to get a full scope. I try not to comment too much on it.
Sure.
Unless I know for me, I was in WIC. I benefited from WIC.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of people did.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of people still can't.
You did.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can honestly say it was an incredibly humbling experience to have to go use it, to go to the grocery store, dude, and admit in public. That's why I used to go at weird times, 2 a.m, 3 a.m.
Hollywood Ralphs or Rock and Roll Ralphs?
Rock and Roll Ralphs or the Ralphs on La Brea down below Fountain.
Is that the one by Santa Monica? I thought that was the Rock and Roll Ralphs.
No, Rock and Roll Ralphs is on Sunset.
Oh, yeah.
I would go when there wasn't people there. I told you that one time where I went because I had to, and during the middle of the day when all you guys were with me, and a lady was so nice, and I would have done the same fucking thing, but I don't anymore. She offered to pay for it for me.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Yeah, I know, but I was so humiliated. I told her no, and she was like, "No." She was like, "I don't mean to, basically disrespect you, or I just would love to help." And I was so humiliated that she offered.
But you're probably not the only person who's turned that down before.
Yes, this is why because I've been in that situation, it was hard for me to, dude, we went home, I put away the groceries, you guys watched TV, and I went into the bedroom and had a pretty good cry. It was a really humbling point in my life just to be, and I felt bad for her too. I know that she was like, I didn't mean to.
Yeah. And
I was like, no, this has got nothing to do with you. You got nothing. But it was tough to realize that I was the age I was. And I didn't know, honestly, dude, it was such a crashing realization that of all these things, am I ever going to get out of this? Will I ever be able to get out of this while I'm still pursuing my dream?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to have to give up what I love to do forever to take care of my family, which I will, but will that turn me into the most bitter human in the world? There were so many things bitter.
Do you think it would have made you bitter?
No, it would have made me angrier.
Like in general, as like a person, angrier?
You know what? It's really interesting. that you asked me that. I've thought of that before. If I had given up this career to take care of you guys, who I would have been. And I know that I would have obviously put 100% into raising you guys.
Right.
And I don't think it would have reflected on you guys, but I think I would have been angry. I think I would have been angry. And I think I would have been angry at myself. But I don't know. I don't know. I believe me, dude, there were times where I thought about, I gotta stop. I gotta quit. There were definitely times. And one of the times was right around when I got what moved us out of the luxury apartments. I got this TV deal, but before it, I remember thinking, and I've had this time a couple of times in my life. When we got the TV deal, I'm like, I'm going to do this one-man show. And if it doesn't, nothing comes from this, I'm going to have to really think about doing something else. Also 2017, maybe 2017, 18, when I shot Father of the Year. I had done Chelsea had ended, Josh Wolf show had ended, TV show offers and all that stuff had dried up. Before when they had dried up, I had always written on TV shows, but those offers had dried up, and I had this hour of material, and I called Gavin and Tyler, but I told your mom because the money on the road for me was drying up. I was not making enough to justify being away.
Right.
And I said to your mom, I'm going to film this special. I'm going to put it out. I'm going to put it on YouTube. This was before anyone was putting specials on YouTube. Like, I'm not here tooting my own horn, but maybe Steve Trevino before me, maybe. But I was the first person to really put a special on YouTube and have it hit pretty big and have people go, oh, we can do that there. We can do that there.
Absolutely.
But it was a Hail Mary because I had put Best Practical Joke on and it had gone crazy.
Right.
And I remember I was working with a guy named Bill Shannon at the time. And I was like, Bill, I'm going to put this on YouTube. Let's figure out a strategy on how we want to do it. But this is it. I'm all chips in. This is the money I have for the special. All chips in. Let's see what happens. And I had told your mom too, if this doesn't work, I will find something else to do because you guys were all out of the house.
Right.
And so I gave this a good run and I had a great time. And if it had ended in 2018, dude, I honestly would not have been, I would have been bummed, but I would not have been like upset like I would have been before because I had such a great
career.
Dude, that would have been 18 years of not having another job, of doing stand-up comedy, of writing on TV shows, of traveling around the country and the world with Chelsea and Larry the Cable Guy and with myself, and having all these amazing experiences and met all these amazing people. I was just like, this, it would have been, and honestly, even with all that in that 18 years, being in the 1% of people who had ever tried to do this job. I'm not in the 1% of the 1%, but I'm in the 1% of the people who have ever done this job.
And made it a success.
For sure. And so that all was just like, okay, but I know this hour is good. I know this hour is funny. And I know people are going to like it. I was just like, there was no doubt in my mind, just judging by the reaction it got every weekend on the road. I was like, this hour's going to crush.
Yeah.
And it's going to resonate. And, but yeah. And honestly, dude, I kind of feel like I'm doing that again with the music.
That's good.
Right now. I kind of feel like I am at a point right now where I'm like, okay, if I had to pull back now, how would I feel? And I would feel fucking amazing. But I also know I'm not done.
Yeah.
I also know that
better not be.
no. I also know I'm not done, man.
I just got started.
Yeah. But you're one of the reasons that I'm not done. Well, you're welcome.
No, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
No,
dude.
you're welcome.
I mean,
You're
welcome. You're welcome, Devin. But you're
welcome.
being able to hang out with you, dude, and do this, fucking, I'd just be able to talk with you for an hour every week where you're not on.
Way more than a fucking hour. Oh my God.
We just do this more than an hour.
No, but we just talk all fucking week.
When you say that, how come you sound like
You
you're so
don't leave me alone when I'm not working or not on the road. Don't call me 4 times a day.
I don't.
I don't want to speak to you that much.
I don't call you, do I? Do I call you a lot?
You call me every day, at least once.
No, I do not. You check. Check your call log right now. Now, I called you today because I was coming home.
7:31. Yesterday, last night, missed a phone call from you. Last night at 9:42 p.m.
I was coming home from the Comedy Store. I wanted to tell you about the day.
That's less than 12 hours and already 2 phone calls. Okay.
Okay.
I got another call from you at 10 a.m. yesterday. That's twice yesterday.
I was calling
on Monday. I talked to you. You call. Yep. On Monday, I talked to you.
No way. What time?
It was on the way to the show.
Okay. You called me.
I spoke to you twice on Sunday. I spoke to you twice on Saturday. I spoke to you 3 times on. Well, we were together Friday and Saturday. I don't even know why I called you. You called me Thursday.
This fucking this phone.
You called me Wednesday 3 times. 4 times actually. You called me the day before that.
Listen.
Wait, I'm not done. Okay, the last time we went a day without talking was the May 25th on the phone. Was the last day we went a break without on the phone. That is over a week ago.
Yeah, but we don't. It's not like we
picked up the day before. Called me twice.
It's not like we
3 times.
But we don't text a lot.
Twice the day before. 2 more times the day before that. 3 times actually the day before that. Okay, you had a break for a couple days. Yeah, okay.
But we don't a lot. We don't text a lot.
What do you?
So I have to. It's our business. We're business partners.
Okay. You texted me yesterday at 3:30, and also in the morning because just to make sure I was up. These were work texts.
Thank you. Work phone calls too.
No, they were not.
Wait.
This one was Sunday.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. real quick. So we are not working together again until.
No, I'm not saying don't call me. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't call me every fucking day. Multiple times.
But they're work phone calls.
No, easy text. Just send a text. Like you did. So hold on. On those days you sent work texts, were those phone calls also work calls? No, I don't think so.
Well, should we count how many times you call me? Probably not as many.
Nope. Definitely not as many.
But do we want to tell everybody why I text? What do I text about?
No, the texting's fine. The phone call. You know, there's sometimes you call me and I look down at the phone and I specifically don't pick it up.
Oh, do I know that? Yeah, I do.
Like last night. I was playing games. We were on a hot streak and I was like, nah, I'll talk to him tomorrow. I didn't even send him a text saying, you good?
No.
I just left it because I knew you'd call me in the morning super early. And I was right. 7:30 on the fucking dot. I just knew it. I was like, nah, if it's really that big of an emergency, he'll call me again.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
No.
I assume you went right back to the hotel, went to sleep. And then I was like, well, I'm going to be up because I walked Indiana Jones early this morning. So
yeah, that's why I knew you were going to be up.
yeah. And so I knew you'd call me somewhere around 7:30 when you got to the airport. And lo and behold, what'd you do? Called me when you got to the airport. Just to check in, see how the night went.
Okay.
Like it never goes any different.
Hold on. You said you gamed last night.
I did.
And by the way, would you rather have somebody who calls as much as I call or doesn't call at all?
Honestly, I guess it depends on the person.
I'm asking you.
Don't call me. No, no. I don't know. It's sure it's doable.
I mean,
there's also sometimes we only talk for 20 seconds, 3 different times. You know what I'm saying?
But that's it. And dude, It doesn't hurt my feelings. I know you see my call and don't pick up sometimes. That doesn't hurt my feelings.
Do you call sometimes just to test to see if I will pick up? Like, do you ever need something? Do you ever not? Okay, let me try that. Do you ever call me not needing anything just to test to see if I'll pick up the phone? And when I don't pick up the phone, and I don't shoot a text or call you later, you're like, yeah, he just, like, do you know when I don't pick up the phone?
Yeah, I assume because I know from being with you on the road that your phone is always with you. I assume when I call you and you don't pick up, you look at the phone and you're like, fuck it, I'm not picking up the phone for this dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's most times.
Yeah. I know you look at you. I know because I know how much you have your phone. So I get it. But I also think you know that I don't get my feelings hurt.
Yeah, dude, sometimes I'll be sitting there scrolling or like hanging out with Maaan and chilling or something, and your face, that fucked up Abraham Lincoln face will pop up, and I'll be like, no, go away. Maaan saw that picture for the first time, the weird Abraham Lincoln picture of you.
Yeah.
The first time, she was like, that is scary. And I was like, I know. But I like it. It's super funny.
Dude,
yeah, I was gaming.
You were gaming, and you said something to me this morning when I called you at 7:30 a.m. about how you almost lost your shit gaming.
Okay, look, gamers, go ahead.
Let me just say, I have no idea why people get so emotionally involved in games, and when they get mad that they lose a game that doesn't cost them any money, they're not gambling on, and they could just start over.
Yep. Okay. Well, okay, that's not true.
They can't start over?
Dude, okay, you can, but not all games are you can just start over. Not every game is a single player story mode game nowadays, okay? So like,
I don't know what that means.
Okay, when you play video games, when you play video games, there probably weren't story modes. You were just playing fighting games or Galactica or Space Invaders.
Galaga.
Galaga, you're right. Galaga, Space Invaders, stuff like that, right? But like there's no storyline to any of your games, right? Like a campaign.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So you're telling me whenever you played any of those games, if you ever sometimes you just want to play for fun, right?
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah. But sometimes when you're playing online, here's the thing. When I want to play these games for fun, but I go online and play against other people, and I get paired up against people who are so much better than me and just have all the time in the world to play a fucking game and don't leave their house or touch grass.
Yeah.
And I get on the game to just have some fun with my buddies, and I'm not having fun because I'm getting absolutely shit on by other people. It makes it frustrating. Because all I want to do is have fun. And guess what's not fun? Getting shit on by other people. That's not fun.
Okay, but isn't there like a way to play with people on your skill level?
Yeah, see, that's what you would think. But games are so fucked right now in a weird position that the skill-based multiplayers where they're supposed to put people in your skill levels are so fucked because they base it off of level and not how well you play. So they match people close to your level in the same lobby. With that being said, there's something called Smurfs in video games.
Yeah.
Where you get to such a high level and you're playing against people who are really good, where you create another account and you start from the bottom up. So say I'm the level 35 in a game. And there's another guy I get into a game with who's a level 35, but he's a Smurf. And on his other account, he's level 400. I'm playing against a dude who should have no fucking business being in my lobby. But just because he's the same level and it looks like he's the same skill level, he gets put in the lobby with me.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. And so you say you get shot or whatever. Bing bong. You can't just start another game?
Yeah. But what gets frustrating is when you get in every game you get in, that exact same thing. And by the way, it's not. It's so hard to explain modern day video games to old people.
No, dude, I get the game.
No, you don't.
But you can just, again, you're not it's not, I would get it if you were like, I bet $10,000 on this game and I lost. I bet $500. You're not gambling with money. You're not losing anything. And you just fucking start over. So when you guys are so mad, I can throw my fucking whatever, monitor out the window. It's so ridiculous to me that you would get so emotionally involved in a video game.
I just want to have fun. And some days are just not fun.
Okay, then find a game that's fun.
No, but that's the thing. Some days, none of the this is so you're so old.
What?
I don't know how to.
It's got nothing to do with me being old.
Yes, it does, because you didn't play the types of games that I play. It is so different. You played single, 2-dimensional fucking games. We don't play those games
So
anymore.
what? Well, I still died in those games.
Yes.
I still died and then started.
But then there's also people online
over.
who talk trash. They're toxic. Dude,
Can't you turn them off?
Yes, it still doesn't work. You don't.
They can still talk to you if you turn them off?
Yes, they can send you messages. There's a lot of things that they can do to get to you. You just don't understand the gaming community, and you don't understand the shit like regular. We just want to go in and have fun, and there are people who sweat their dicks off 12 hours a day playing a certain game.
That's their issue, dude.
No, it's not their issue. It's my fucking issue because I get put into games with them. So then it becomes my issue because I'm playing against them. That's my issue. That's my issue. And that's where it gets frustrating. Because one game, that's why there are multiple games. You're right. So I played one game. It was not working out well. I switched to another game. Guess what? Shocker. Didn't work out well. So I switched to the third game that I like to play in that order. Shocker. Did not work out well.
But is this all because other people were better than you? Is this why? Because you're playing against people who are better. I don't mean to simplify it like that. But is it because you're playing against other people that are better than you?
Or it's just everything that could go wrong goes wrong.
Okay, but it's just a video game, so start over. Start over.
It's funny. I do, dude. What do you think I do? I played 8 games in a row of ranked yesterday in Rocket League with Riley and didn't get a single win.
Okay, but is Rocket League one of those games where people are just better than you and they can do that thing?
But it's the Smurfs. Yes. So I get put into games with people who are divisions and leagues above me and better, and I get put into games with these fucking twats. Yeah, because they can't play against people their skill level, and they want to drop down and play people who are not as good as them.
Yeah, but can't you also just have fun playing the game?
That's not how that works. It's not fun if I get 0 wins.
But isn't there a mode where you can play against the computer?
That's not fun.
Why?
Because it's boring. It doesn't test me in any way.
Why? You can always beat the computer no matter what level?
Every single time. And also, Rocket League isn't one of those games where, like, well, you could set the difficulty up, but they're not good. They're bots for a reason. That's why they call them bots.
Oh, okay. So, and there's no games that you can play where you may be able to play against Riley or play against somebody that you know is at your level, or play, like, you can't play a fighting game, or you can't play Call of Duty.
Played that. That was one of the games that went wrong.
But you can't play. You can beat the computer on Call of Duty no matter what.
Here's the thing. I want to play online. I don't want to play against the computer because against the computer it is not challenging or fun. I just don't. That's my specific type of way to play games. Okay. I don't like to play games the single player way. I like to play games against other people because it's more fun, or supposed to be more fun. It's just there's more things to work towards. There's achievements. There's things to unlock for my weapons that I can use in game that are supposed to be fun.
You will never, ever, ever. I don't think I'll ever be able to see how people, unless you're in a tournament again where those people are making money. I get that, but I'll never understand the emotional investment and the anger that people get playing video games. It's so fucking bananas.
Okay, let me try and. It's like, say you go to the gym to play pickup basketball, which you're not, because I don't know, because you don't.
Okay.
Right? But say you go and you got good moves, just can't finish a layup. Every shot you hit, like, you can't buy a bucket. You do everything right. You make a steal. You make good passes. Teammates don't finish shots. You know what I'm saying? Where everything just goes wrong, and every day, say you run fucking 5 games in a row, but every time you lose, you get picked up because you're the best player on the team. The game before, you get picked up to play in the next game. You lose that game and repeat, rinse, reuse, recycle. It gets fucking old.
All right.
It's fucking old.
I'll give you an example from my life. I'm not a good golfer. So when I go on the golf course and I spray it all over the field.
Giggity.
Yep. I don't get mad at myself because I know I'm not a good golfer. And I know that I'm not fucking Tiger Woods. I'm not Scotty, Scheffler, right? I am just some dude who picks up clubs. So I'm out there to have fun. And my expectation is no matter how it goes, I'm going to have fun because I'm out here just goofing around playing a game. If I'm out on, in some days, listen, dude, I understand being frustrated. I'm not happy that I hit one ball into the woods, one into the lake, and one off the golf cart. That's not what makes me happy, but I'm not letting it control me emotionally like you do when your fake player gets shot in the head and you can just start the game over.
It's different because I wouldn't be mad at that golf thing either because I'm not good at golf. I'm good at these games.
Okay, then, but you're good.
And so I play another one to get redemption or to keep going because I want to get out of the funk. And some days it just doesn't fucking happen and it's frustrating.
Yep. I get, dude. Now, frustrating, I get. But angry?
Frustrating and anger are the same thing.
No.
Yep.
Throwing something out the window.
Frustration leads to anger.
But dude, you see videos of people online losing their fucking
I have a designated
minds.
broken controller that when I get mad, I smash even more.
Yeah, it's out of control. It's out of control.
So I don't break the controller that's in my hand.
Okay.
So I just break up. Oh, my controller, speaking of, my controller's not fixed.
It is fixed?
No, it's not fixed.
The same one?
The same
Have
one.
we talked about it on this podcast?
Oh, okay. So I dropped off one of my controllers that my brother Trevor got me for Christmas a couple years ago. It's a scuff controller. It's very expensive. And, you know, it has certain things that not regular controllers do. Anyways, I took it to a shop to get it fixed because the sticks have stick drift. And if you're a gamer, you know what that means. If you don't, you don't. Hard for me to explain. But I went to take it in to get fixed. They're like, yeah, we'll get it fixed. And we opened it up to see if we could fix it. It'll take 20 minutes. I was like, great. 20 minutes turned into an hour. They said they couldn't fix it just to come back on Monday. That was on a Friday. I was like, cool, great, awesome. That was May 16th.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's June 4th.
You got your controller back? You didn't?
No, I left it there. Because I bought a $40 controller from Amazon or from Target, and guess what? It slaps.
Why don't you just go get it and bring it to another place?
This was the only place. There was like one other place in Vegas that is a console fix place. This was the best one, had best reviews, which I'm stunned at. Because my joysticks.
And what are they saying? Is they just haven't got parts in yet?
Yeah, which is crazy because I could order parts for my specific controller from Amazon for $20 that'll be here tomorrow.
Why don't you do that and then bring it into the place and have them fix it?
Yeah, I'm just going to have them charge me for labor and give me my fucking shit back when I bring in my own parts. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I just think it's crazy. I hate the overpromise, underdeliver.
Yeah.
Like literally when I went in there, they're like, yeah, we just want to open it up to make sure we can fix it. I was like, cool. And they were like, yeah, we can fix it. But it turns out, your shit's already open. I'll just fix it for you here. I was like, great. But also, like, here's the thing. Part of it's not their fault because it's not their fault the parts haven't showed up. Do you know what I mean? But also at the same time, you should quote me a reasonable time that it's going to be fixed. When you say on your website 48 to 72 business hours, big dog.
Go get it online, dude.
It's been a lot longer than that.
Go get it online. Go get it online and bring it in and say, hey, I got the part. And that way they won't upcharge you for the parts.
Yeah. But also, like, I have this awesome, I bought a $40 controller from Target.
Yeah.
The reason this controller is so specific, I would just go buy another controller. But this controller is very specific. It has paddles on the back of it. So, you know, when you can hold a controller on the back, it's flat. On the back of mine has paddles that I can arrange to other buttons so I don't have to move my thumbs off of the joysticks. So instead of like hitting A over here and moving my thumb, I can just click it right here with my back my left hand. And A and B are in my back.
That's my big thing with controllers nowadays. There's too many buttons. I can't do the game.
It took me a while to figure it out. And so once I got used to it, though, my thing got stick drift. So I went back to a regular controller and I can't do it because I'm used to clicking on the back. And so now my muscle memory is there. And so this $40 controller that I bought from Target has paddles on the back of it. $40. And most of these controllers with paddles they sell are like at least 100 plus.
Fuck yeah.
And this controller slaps. It's fucking great. Hit
us with the readout.
Okay. Well, thanks as always for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates and tickets. As always, do not use third-party sellers to buy tickets to see me and my father. Okay. ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates. Not only tour dates, but tickets. Click the link there. It'll take you to the correctly priced tickets on the place's website. Anyways, thank you again as always for tuning in. None of this is possible without you guys. Again, ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates and tickets. Josh Wolf Comedy on all platforms. It's Jake Wolf on TikTok, Jake_Wolf on Instagram. That's all I got. As always, do something nice for someone today. Tell someone you love them. Later.
Hey, if you like this podcast you just watched, you're going to love the one I'm popping up in your face right now. Check it out.